Hello and welcome to Cage and Canvas, episode 18.
Next time I'm going to let that song rock for the 3 minutes and 48 seconds.
I think
Why?
Next time.
Why?
Just in it's just in defiance, really.
better than the sound of
Welcome,
your voice, to be
everybody.
fair.
Cage and Canvas, episode number 18.
18.
Is it 18?
Yes. Yeah, number 18.
Did I say 17 just a second ago?
I don't know what you said, but it's definitely 18.
Well, it's definitely 18. Welcome to
Definitely
18.
Do you remember what did we say when we got to 10? We were going to add the neon. We're approaching 20. So we need to add something else now to this when we get to 20.
What are you thinking?
Don't know. I was going to ask you fellas that.
Something significant?
Well, we've added The Rock.
oh, I've already found one of those to add,
So another one to add to the front.
but I didn't know that was a prerequisite for
I think we should find a
hitting a
pop.
milestone. I
Is
think
it UFC or WWE?
does it have to be more
really.
significant?
Well, I think it could be anything really, just to add to the proceedings.
All right.
It's like a milestone of, we've made it together to 20 somehow.
What a beautiful time.
I haven't killed JD. He's still
Still here.
Yeah, I mean, JD hasn't
still
killed
here.
me.
Do we add a fourth microphone?
A fourth mic, but with nobody sitting there for it. Or like,
Yeah, just a fourth microphone.
just a mic in case
Just
anyone
in
wants
case,
to pop
yeah,
along.
yeah.
What do you
Yes,
think, empty space?
Yeah.
What do you think, Empty Space?
Absolutely nothing.
Best take out of all of us.
Good weekend, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
A chilled one.
yeah, it was all right. It was all right. Yeah, very good, thank you.
It wasn't chilled at all, AJ.
It was for me.
I spent the whole weekend recovering.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't know. You just obviously got too messed up to do
Never again.
the servicing before you end up going
Never
to
again.
bed. Yeah.
If anyone knows, it was my birthday in January the 3rd, but nobody really likes to celebrate much on January the 3rd because it's kind of a crap time of year,
a
isn't
shit
it? Like
birthday,
everybody
yeah.
comes back to work. Nobody really wants to talk to anybody or do anything. JD didn't even wish me a happy birthday on my birthday
I was a day late
because it was that crap.
better late than never.
But yeah, but
If I didn't, you'd be madder.
we celebrated on Friday. Yeah, I would. But we celebrated on Friday, and the collective that took me out got me absolutely, hands down, plastered. Plastered.
Did they, or did you get yourself plastered?
Nope. I'll blame it all on the collective. Blame it on you. I'll blame it on your brother. I'll blame it on everybody who was with me. They allowed me to do them tequilas.
No, I don't think anybody made you do them.
The peer pressure is a madness. The peer pressure is a madness.
JD, I was saying just before we started recording this, right? My brother came over to him with a tray, but didn't even say to him, right, you've got to do all of these shots. Adam picked them up and started going like this, and then grabbed the next one and grabbed the next one and done 4 shots back to back. He just started doing them, even though nobody said.
So whose fault was that? I mean,
Exactly.
whose peer pressure was that?
When his brother gives you
Well,
that
that was
look,
your own.
when he gives you that kind of that look, like like he brings them up to you, and it's kind of like like when you're with your parents or like an older sibling or something back there, they would look at you insinuating you should do them, and if you don't, they're going to be very disappointed.
Oh, right.
don't
He told you that with his eyes.
I don't like to disappoint anybody.
He told you that with his eyes.
Yeah, he did. I
okay.
felt
Looked
the
at him and
emotion.
was like,
You felt the emotion.
Yeah.
For me, as a man once said to me, I would rather sandpaper a tiger's butthole in a phone booth than feel the way I did on Saturday, mate. Trust me. It was horrendous. It was horrendous.
Well, your own fault.
But I'm here now. I'm fresh. And do you know what makes it even better? It's Rumble Week.
It's Rumble weekend.
Royal Rumble.
It's Rumble week.
It's
It's
Rumble Week. Mate, this is actually bar Mania week. This is my favourite week of the entire WWE calendar, man.
Oh, 100%.
I love it. It's just...
A lot of things can happen. It's just exciting overall. I mean, again, I mention it all the time. Last year we were in Box Park.
Yes.
Slightly different setup this time. Off the back of that, we've just completed our little game against each other, our triple threat, and our one-on-one.
That wasn't a game. That was a serious head-to-head. That was violence.
Well, yeah.
It was me showing you guys who's boss.
Well, let's explain what actually happened. So we haven't actually put this out there yet. But I'm
Okay,
sure there'll be
right.
some shorts going
So we
out.
rock, paper, scissors.
What AJ was going to do, AJ's head of the Rumble.
Right. Oh, go for it.
Explain.
So originally what we did is I have a dice. I don't actually have it on camera, but I showed it in the video that we took outside of this.
Mate, let's get the dice, man. Let's get the
Dice is just there.
Right there.
Let me
Dice is
slide
just
over.
there.
Remember when Jada went for a piss last week?
It's all right. He's just going to slide out of channel. But anyway, got the dice delivered off Etsy. Small cost. I think this will be good for future choices, to be fair.
This is a really good dice.
Yeah, we'll keep this for a bit of WWE gaming in the future.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be able to see this on camera, but we got a nice red dice. We got Hell in the Cell. We got
big
tables. We got backstage brawls. We got TLC, ladder, and cage.
Stipulations. Some big
And
boy
these
stipulations.
are the stipulations. We did roll, but because we were actually playing Know Your Role, SmackDown 2, some of those modes are kind of locked behind doors and stuff like that. And
yeah, so we couldn't do a cage match with 3 players.
It's poor planning, basically. Poor planning.
So we done a normal triple threat, and then we done a normal 1-on-1. I sadly came third place.
I won the triple threat.
Yeah, that's because he was practicing all day, so he had there was a bit of bias there. It was who did we choose? Undertaker. I was Kurt Angle, and you were.
I was The Rock.
You were The Rock.
You were Kurt Angle with hair.
The final boss. Huh?
You were Kurt Angle.
Yeah,
with
I know.
hair.
That's old school, man.
Yeah.
Old school. So yeah, he that was the best Kurt, man, with hair.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm just a sexy Kurt.
that was what King Kurt.
I'll make your ankle hurt.
Yeah, so I got the first pick. You've got the second. JD's got the third. JD actually won last year, so even though he's third,
I'll
I
take
think,
on the chin this year. It's
and you,
fine.
and you won both rumbles. You won the men and the women's.
Yeah, somehow by completing a fluke.
That was crazy.
Madness.
Yep. And I got Naomi as a pick. As my surprise
entrant. Yeah.
Who did I can't remember who I had for the men.
So for everybody who's listening, what we normally do is now, because we have the first, second, and third picked here, we'll go through. We pick the numbers. They both stand for the men and the women's rumbles. We also do one guess for a surprise entrant. We also can name who we think our winner would be if we don't already have them as a number anyway. So. Yeah, those are our normal kind of things. We do also do rules for drinking games and stuff like that, but we haven't sorted that out yet.
So I think we do this towards the end. We'll finish with the picks so that we all know with a clear head going away what we've got, who our winners are.
Yeah,
et cetera,
and then
et cetera.
we'll have to just to summarize it in a quick short, maybe in a nice little 60-second video, and then we can send it out to any people who we know who.
I think after this,
be watching.
We'll quickly record each other reeling off our numbers so that everybody knows what our picks are.
We're writing them all down.
Done. Finished. But yeah, Rumble weekend. So we're all linking up for that this weekend, aren't we? Thankfully, man. I can't wait. What was your favourite Rumble? Did you guys have a favourite Rumble back in the day?
I was literally going to ask you this.
Yeah, I love talking about the Rumble, man. Because they're all on Netflix now. You can watch every single one.
Yeah,
Every single Rumble.
I know which one always comes up as supposed to be the best Rumble. I don't think it's it's definitely not my favorite, and that's 92. That's the one where Hulk.
Right. Let me try and guess who won it. Yeah.
Okay, go on.
1992. Well, did you just give it away?
No.
Okay. So if it wasn't Hulk, 1992 would be Ric Flair.
Yeah, well done.
With a tear in my eye.
Yep.
This is the greatest moment of my life. That one.
Yep.
And he won the title, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the one where Hulk's outside the ring and he pulls. Who else was it? It was Flair and.
Was it? It wasn't Yokozuna.
No, I literally can't remember.
Was it Ultimate Warrior?
No, it wasn't. It someone like it was.
It could have been Macho Man. Royal Rumble 1992 Final Four. Yeah, Sid. It was Macho Man.
Right.
Ric Flair, Sid, Hulk Hogan, and Randy.
Right. Okay.
And that was when they screwed up because I think that's when everybody said they made a massive mistake because they should have had. That would have been the first time people would have been able to see Ric Flair against Hogan at Mania, and they thought that was just something that just I think they let the train go by.
It's funny as well because I think back in those times, like in the early years, I think they had already had it set out by then. But when you actually look at the earliest Rumbles, there was actually no stipulation for what happens if you won. You just had the bragging rights of being the Royal Rumble winner.
Yeah.
You didn't get like a title contention or a challenge or anything like that.
I can't remember when they actually brought that in. When they announced WrestleMania main event for winners of the Rumble. I think it was I think the first one they did was in maybe 95, 94. Who won the 94 Rumble? Lex Luger and Bret Hart. I think it was 94.
Let's go with JD. What's your favorite first?
My favorite Rumble. I wouldn't say it would be an old one because I probably wouldn't remember them too far back. My long-term memory is gone. So it would probably be
Mashed himself up.
Probably be the one where John Cena returned from injury.
Oh, yes.
That was a big boy pop, man. And I didn't watch that at the time. I watched that back when the network came about.
So that was in Madison Square Garden, wasn't it? I remember that.
Yeah.
Because he was supposed to be gone for like months and months and months and months.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he turned up. That's my favorite.
That's literally my favorite one.
Without a doubt.
2002.
Yeah.
2002.
Yeah. So
Triple H.
That was when Triple H was stacked, wasn't it?
Yeah, boy.
He was stacked, man. And it was him and Kurt Angle in the final two. That was also the Royal Rumble when Maven eliminated The Undertaker.
Yes, yep. With the drop kick.
Shock.
No.
The Godfather returned. Mr. Perfect returned. Goldust returned.
Damn.
Yeah, that was a really good. Oh, Stone Cold was in it. That was it.
Yeah, seeing some of the...
He did that ridiculously good promo with Stephanie McMahon before the match. He kept wanting her. Those were the good times, man.
Sorry, you like mentioned Goldust there, and it threw me back to when so I can't remember who it was. I think it was Bray Wyatt eliminated Daniel Bryan from the Rumble, and this is when Daniel Bryan had a lot of hype behind him, and he was like really everyone, and the crowd just went nuts, like,
Yes.
booing. And then the next entrant was Goldust, and all it said in the top was "Shattered Dreams."
Yes.
Mad,
Mad.
mad.
Madness.
They took the piss out of him, man.
Yes, they did.
That's
Yes, they
sad.
did. There's been some great Rumbles over the years, to be fair. It's 100% my favourite match.
Oh, my days.
There's just so much that can happen.
2002, that's the same one with Jericho versus The Rock for the Undisputed.
Oh, and he still had both the belts.
Yeah.
Both the belts, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Before they united them.
What a time to be
Ric
alive.
Flair against Vince McMahon as well.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell? Wasn't that
He
because
returned. They were kind of...
well, Ric Flair owned Raw,
Retired, yeah.
and Vince. That was when the draft first happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. What a time. What a time. But yeah, well, I mean, this I suppose this coming Rumble this weekend, probably the most stacked Rumble that I remember.
Well, the most potentially stacked Rumble. You mean in terms of the Royal Rumble matches, or in terms of?
Like the actual matches, like the people that are in it.
Oh hell, and that's the only people that we know so far.
Well, that's what I mean. Well, like if you actually think about it logically, like everybody who's declared themselves as entrants,
We
so
only know about a third of them, don't we?
there's about a third. A few more, I think, declared themselves on like Raw and SmackDown this week. You had like Braun Breakers now in it officially.
Yep.
Logan Paul's now officially in it.
Yeah,
Penta's.
his first Rumble, right?
Penta,
His
yeah.
first Rumble. Is
Don't
it?
start.
No. Hold on.
Let's start. Where you got to go there for, J-Dog?
Oh, it's his first Rumble, isn't it?
Go on, send me the
It's
link.
his first Rumble. It's his first Rumble.
Oh, you can fact check me on this. That's fine.
Right, well, fact check you on this.
I know I'm wrong.
All right, it's going in the chat.
I know I'm wrong.
You swore blind. You was right. You, even up to when I got
So
to
what,
the door.
you thought his first Rumble was last year?
No. I
the
just
year?
I didn't think he'd been in a Rumble before. JD gets off on stuff like this. I'm gonna let him have his moment. It's fine. Go on, J-Dog.
This
There
is
you
part
go,
of
so-
your...
It was the Ricochet moment. I thought
amazing
it was-
spot. No matter what match, amazing spot. But
7 men.
Oh,
but
yes.
this was insane.
Mad spot.
Big spot, yeah. 2023.
I just thought I convinced it was a ladder match.
It could have. It could be around a match. 100%.
I don't know, but I guarantee it's
Springboard.
Mad. You heard him slap as well like, in the middle of the ring.
That was amazing.
That's what I mean, and that was his first Royal Rumble appearance, and
Yeah.
he made a statement with that, man.
He did make a statement. I can't remember
So-
who eliminated him. though.
Yeah, it would be very good to see him this year as well.
Oh yeah, of course. He's going to be a big deal in it.
Yeah, I want to see some madness.
Well, he came back on Raw, didn't he? This last Monday, just to make his appearance, put his foot in. The amount of heat that guy was getting.
Yep.
Wow.
Seth didn't even know who he was when the music hit.
No, he didn't. That was mad though.
hilarious.
But he is a heat magnet. We've said this over and over again. That guy is an absolute heat magnet.
Oh yeah. Him and Dominic together would be incredible. Him, Dominic, and Hulk Hogan as the new NWO.
Oh, man. I really want Hulk to turn up in the Rumble, to be fair, just for CM Punk to toss his dusty ass out. Like you said, man. But that was the big hitters. You got Cena, you got Reigns. You see Paul Heyman's promo on Monday. That was good, wasn't it? He obviously revealed Reigns as the two. Should we talk about 2K25 for a minute?
Yeah, let's talk.
Because that's started to rumble now, isn't it? Obviously,
Yeah,
it
well, we've
was
seen the Bloodline
revealed.
edition. Yeah.
Roman Reigns on the cover. Paul Heyman. Wow, he got a pop on
In
Monday,
the background.
didn't he? Yeah.
I like the composition of that. I saw there was a bit of flack online, like, they could have chose a better cover, but I think that cover is pretty epic.
I think it's the perfect cover, man. You got Reigns, who's realistically the biggest star that the WWE have right now on the front cover. That's who you put on the front, and it's the Bloodline. They have the Bloodline edition, all that stuff. But what's all this? I was reading about this this island. mode?
Island mode. Well, we'll find out.
Yeah, I've got no idea.
No
I haven't
news on that.
searched much about it, but
I haven't heard much about it. This is rumblings, isn't it? It's been introduced in one of their sort of promos for it, and
yeah.
But it's strange for them to announce the cover now, right? Because the date over the years has moved. Back in the day, it used to be October, and now it's at the beginning of the year.
well, it'll be out soon, then, won't it? Or are they
Yeah.
saying it's not going to be out? Have they said yet?
Yeah, it's coming out in March, end of March.
There we go then.
Damn. Okay.
Bang.
Yeah, it's not far off. But yeah, they're saying like, is for the first time ever, 2K will try and aim to raise the bar that is set from its predecessors. The Island is an interactive world made up of a series of areas built around different WWE themes. Players can explore the island, challenging other players while vying to earn a WWE contract by impressing Roman Reigns.
Yeah, that sounds strange.
Sounds random,
Interesting.
But
I don't
It's
know
like
how
a
I feel
story
about-
mode, right?
I don't know how I feel about
I
that.
like the fact that they're pushing new things because over the years, you know, they have to be a bit more creative with bringing new stories into season modes or things that run alongside season mode because, you know, they obviously had that mode or something to do with The Undertaker as well, right? But they've done that stuff with The Undertaker before. That's why I thought that the John Cena one last year was like a really, really good one.
Well, that's they have showcase modes. That's what they're called.
Yeah.
So you have like it was Cena's last year. I think it was Rey Mysterio the year before, and then Taker's one.
A couple years back, they done Taker's WrestleMania streak, didn't they?
They did, and then you had 40 years of WrestleMania. You like competed in all the big matches.
Yep. All the main events, weren't they?
So I think what they're saying is they're still going to have that. So there'll still be a showcase mode in 2K25 for whoever. I think it's going to be on the Bloodline. There'll be a Bloodline showcase mode. So you
Should be, yeah.
You compete in all of the Bloodline's biggest moments. But this Island thing is just something completely new.
Yeah, because they said it's out kind of outside of the ring.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know how I feel about it. It's like I'm buying 2K25. It's a wrestling game. It's a pro wrestling game. I want to have cage matches and ladder matches and
There'll be room for that. There'll be plenty of that on there. This is just an added extra, isn't it? It's not like it's something you don't have to explore, but you know, there's obviously going to be something there for the fan base that just want to do that. But there's going to be something for the fan base that want to delve into what else they're going to show us.
Yeah, no, you're right. Well, let's see. Hopefully it'll be good. But
I'm excited for it.
a nice reveal.
So yeah, well, because we kind of segued and we kind of doubled back, right? Doubling back on the Rumble.
Do
you know what-
Well, I was talking about that because Paul Heyman came out on
Oh
Raw
yes, yeah.
to obviously like declare Reigns is out for everybody in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Like that was his like foot in the door. Because I thought that Reigns was actually going to be on Raw this week.
Yeah, because he said let's make the announcement as if he was going to be there alongside Paul Heyman, but obviously he wasn't.
No, so that's a bit random. Because he said at the end of after he beat Solo on the day of Raw Netflix debut, he said, "Oh yeah, January 27th."
Yeah, and then when he went into his dressing room, he closed the door and it had the WWE 2K25 on the door.
Yeah, shame he wasn't there, but never mind. Paul Heyman looked fresh.
Yeah, man.
Drew McIntyre came out, did his thing with him.
There's a lot of question marks. How I know we're gonna at the end of this, I'm gonna have to make a pick, but I don't really know where they're gonna go with who the winner is gonna be of the Rumble.
Mate,
I'm a bit
it is wide open, AJ.
yeah.
J-Dog will know.
Well,
He's
we'll see.
definitely
I'm mulling it over in my head before I make. I haven't even made a firm decision yet. I'm just gonna when I get asked.
Yeah.
That's when I'm gonna make that
One
decision.
of those ones when the waiter comes to the table and you're just like,
but it's,
keeping your
it's like,
prices,
my,
yeah.
menu,
my
right?
cogs are going.
But the big hitters are Cena, Reigns, CM Punk, Seth Rollins,
Drew McIntyre.
and then you got your other little ones that are now filtering in. You got LA Knight, you got Logan Paul, you've got Braun Breaker, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura's in it, Penta's in it. He's announced that he's in it now. They're all the ones I think I know of, unless I'm missing anybody. I don't think I am.
Yeah.
But all people that could win, like all people that could legitimately win.
When do you think was the last time that they had a Rumble where they done a complete swerve with who won?
Vince McMahon, 1999.
When Batista won,
Yeah.
the most
No,
recent one.
Batista was always going to
Nah,
win.
Batista was over at that point.
No, he was not.
He was over
This
with
was
the
he's
crowd.
only just got back.
Oh, you're talking about when he came back from Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
There's a couple of rumoured people that are returning for it. AJ Styles apparently is going to be back in.
I'd love for him to come back.
Back in action. Apparently, he's going to hopefully make a return.
I want him in at number 3 again.
Oh yeah, it was a Styles against Reigns,
the first time
yeah,
first appearance for WWE.
he came in number 3. Reigns was in the ring.
That's what you need, number 3, mate.
Yeah.
And apparently Bronson Reed is back in action.
Really?
Back in the training center.
Oh, that's good.
So on the performance center. So I reckon he'll also.
You reckon he's in?
I think he's in. Why wouldn't he be?
So wait, who?
Bronson Reed.
Oh, right. Okay. No, I don't see it.
And he posted on his social media account, I think, a date saying shit's going to change or something like that.
It would be so great if he came back and eliminated Seth from the Rumble.
Yeah. But one guy who we all seem to be forgetting about here is Randy Orton.
He's coming back for the Kevin Owens and Cody match.
You think?
Yep, I reckon he's going to make an appearance.
Interfere. It's a ladder match, so he is no DQ.
I want to see him make an appearance.
Are we thinking that
And then he RKO's Cody.
It's going to pop out as well?
Yeah, Balor.
I don't think he's going to pop out at the Rumble.
You don't
I
think
don't
so?
think so.
Well, I don't think that he's going to... Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's going to be like he's going to make a stake for a claim for the Rumble. I think that they'll continue the storyline that he's kind of like got going on now. They
Yeah.
use that as a vessel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's nothing really going on for Finn. So
Not since
he
Damian
hasn't
Priest.
been around. But then like
We're talking about maybe the possible disbandment
the split. Well, I think after Monday it's probably going to be sooner rather than later. That's my opinion.
Oh, well, after the tag match.
Yeah. Obviously,
yeah.
JD Madonna's out.
Yeah, he posted that on the
indefinitely.
stories. Did you watch the spot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. He is a lucky dude.
That's the thing. It looked more like a concussion. So for anybody who's not seen the news, he had a
Broken
punctured lung, right?
Punctured
Broken
lung.
rib, yeah.
Hospitalized following the match. Obviously, he finished the match. So he did the spot off the top rope.
The crowd popped for him when he got up because everybody saw that it was a bad spot.
Massively bad spot.
Ref
yeah.
was checking on him.
His back of his head basically just hit the edge of the announce table, didn't it?
Yeah,
And he
it
did a
pretty much
moonsault off the top rope.
Took all the impact.
Yeah, crazy. And apparently Triple H was going like insane backstage. Like he was like really worried about him, obviously shouting down to the ref. But yeah, he finished the match somehow.
But yeah, it's random that he ended up with a broken rib from that.
How?
And a punctured lung.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Punctured lung, yeah.
Yeah, but no signs of concussion, nothing.
Yeah.
That's mental. Absolutely
Maybe
mental.
his lungs are in a different place where we think they are. I don't know.
And the thing is,
what I
I think the way that the original story was going to go with Balor, right? Obviously, he was going to be a key player in that the development of that story if they were going to split.
Yeah.
So now that he's out, they're going to have to kind of re-angle that.
Yeah.
Rejig it.
But it makes sense now more than ever to have something like that happen. They can blame Dominic for getting Jay Madonna injured because
exactly.
if he wasn't there, they shouldn't have done the match. You know.
They can lean into it a little bit.
Oh,
can't they?
absolutely. There's a story there. Easy.
Yeah, and then none of them have even announced themselves for the Rumble either. Maybe it's like none of the old Judgment Day guys. They'll put a couple of them will be in it.
I wouldn't want to see Carlito in there. I wouldn't want to see Dom.
kinda
Dom
would.
will probably be in there. I don't. Carlito's
Sometimes
just
they
a
just do
spot
them
to
just
fill
to
when
fill-
someone else could be in there.
Fill the space.
Like give it. I want to give Carlito his dues. Yeah, but since he's come back, he hasn't really done much.
No, he hasn't.
But maybe he's just content to be a filler.
He's just a good guy for me to like see on screen. Bit of nostalgia.
Yeah.
He's actually quite funny.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
He does add layers. Like when he's like munching on the apple and spit it in people's faces. It's just quite good to watch.
Good throwback.
Yeah.
But you
they
also
could pull the trigger with him.
you need people like that in the Rumble as well to obviously get other people over.
Yeah.
People who we're probably going to talk about who's going to have the most eliminations this year. I reckon it's probably that could be something that we could actually throw in on the list.
Most eliminations.
I think I know who it will be this year, but I don't think it's going to be anybody who's going to.
Do you know who has the most Royal Rumble eliminations of all time?
It was not Kane anymore. It's
Are you talking about collectively or in a Rumble?
Brock?
Collectively.
Brock.
Collectively, it's probably still Kane now. I think it's Brock in one match. In one.
I'll tell you what, let's have a guess. Top 3.
Okay, so yeah, that's my answer. I think in a single Rumble,
Nope.
it's Brock, and collectively, it's Kane.
Okay, let's just go collectively top 3 of all time.
Collectively.
Yes.
Okay, so Kane's in there.
Yes. Kane's number 1.
Okay.
He's number 1 with 46 eliminations.
Brock Lesnar.
No, he's not even there at all.
The Undertaker.
Yes,
Big Show.
Taker 2 with 40,
Big Show.
and then third. No, good guess though.
Roman.
Nope.
Stone Cold.
Yes,
Oh.
Stone Cold with 39.
3 for 3.
One of the-
Mike.
like-
Actually,
one of-
no, that's a complete lie. It's actually Shawn Michaels.
Oh, okay.
Shawn Michaels there, but Stone Cold's
Fair
fourth.
enough.
Stone Cold's fourth. All Attitude Era people.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels has actually probably done. He's probably one of the people who's had the most Rumble time as well, because he's also done.
Yeah.
He's done
like
1 to
over
30.
Yeah.
He did one. That was 95. I
And
think he did.
And I think even between then, he's been in the Final Four a couple times as well.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt, he would have been.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see, man. But yeah, I don't know who. Again, it's just wide open. It's wide open.
Do you know what I really wish that they would bring back that I really used to like?
Go on.
In the Attitude Era, when they used to have the matches for the spot, and then they would have the lottery as well.
Yeah.
So you could have like a contenders match for the number 30 spot, and then they would also have the lottery, and then people would get their numbers, and then they'll be pissed that they've got like number 6 or something.
Did you see the one?
the backstage one.
The spot with Ric Flair and Eddie Guerrero.
Yes.
With those bits. He thought he had a good number, and then like Eddie came along.
I'm pretty sure
around.
one year Rikishi ended up getting number 30, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Rikishi number 30.
Yeah.
That's another one. Who's going to be number 30, man? They've got to throw in someone good. I don't know if they're going to have many surprises this year, because it's just
I hope
so.
they do.
But I don't think they need it. I think like they use like surprises in Rumbles where like a bit of star power is needed, a bit of that excitement's needed. But there's just so many stars in this Rumble. I don't think they need it.
They don't need. I think. Well, you got to think it's Netflix's first Royal Rumble PLE.
Yeah,
on
heavily
Netflix.
advertised, man.
Yes, yeah.
I walked into
So
my.
they are going to make it a big deal.
My sales manager at work, I walked in to see if he doesn't watch WWE at all. I walked in and he was like, "Oh, you're going to watch the Royal Rumble this weekend?" Seeing it advertised on Netflix.
Every
This is
time I
great.
open Netflix, it's the first thing that comes up.
It's mad, isn't it? He doesn't watch. He don't even know what a Royal Rumble
it's
is,
there,
and he's
it's there.
asking me. So yeah, they've gone. The investment in this is crazy.
I even saw a post the other day. Somebody had reshared a tweet, and somebody said, "Nobody watches wrestling. Get this shit off TV." And then somebody underneath,
was that?
somebody underneath was just like, "Shut the fuck up, bozo!" Like, they've signed like an X-year deal. Like, get
no,
over
no
it.
one watches it, but they're multi-million
Yeah,
pounds.
exactly.
Mate, I'd rather be watching this than Spurs right now. That's what I'm going to say.
Oh yeah, anyone would.
Let's not go there. Let's not start. That's fine. Yeah. Did you watch
dear.
Saturday night's main event? That was on the weekend as well.
Yeah.
There was a lot of wrestling this
A
weekend.
lot went on. We had SmackDown. we had
SmackDown, Saturday night's main event.
We had Raw.
on YouTube.
Come out. Yeah.
Raw, yeah. You watched it on the with all the adverts.
Yeah, man, I was watching it live, man.
Jesus, yeah.
That was hell. Good pay per view though. No title changes.
I had to do a lot of skipping.
No
just
title
because-
changes, some good matches.
We got it. I got everything wrong. I was like last week.
Yeah.
I was like Saturday night's main event needs some title changes. I got it completely wrong. You got it wrong as well.
I got the IC title wrong, didn't I?
Yes, I think you said. Well, who did you say?
I said Sheamus.
You said Sheamus to win. I think we all said Sheamus.
Sheamus looked good.
He did look good.
He looked good.
You said Braun. I think you said he wasn't going to. You said it's too soon to change the title.
It was a good win for Braun.
Yeah.
Good win for Gunther as well. You got clean on
Yeah,
Jay.
some very good close calls there. Very good match.
Good win on Jay. But I think Jay will do well in the Rumble off the back of that. I think he'll be like a workhorse. I think he'll come in maybe 1 or 2 and go quite far. We had the women's. Rhea Ripley retained. Standard stuff. We saw that coming. So what's next for her? Which I suppose feeds into the women's Rumble.
Yeah.
Because Our Lady is coming back.
This is the one where I think they have the most opportunities for surprise entrance.
Yes.
In the women's.
In the men's, I think there's a lot of spaces that are going to be taken by the top stars that you mentioned, but also you're going to have the people who are just going to be the filler to make the guys look good.
Yes.
So I don't think they're going to lean very heavily on surprise entrance. I think there's going to be a lot more on the women's side.
They don't more on the women's side, but I think they have to as well.
Yeah.
Like they do that since the women's Rumble's been a thing. They've added more surprise elements into it. Like they have like Michelle McCool coming out. They throw back to like Kelly and Trish Stratus will make an appearance and all that just to fill some gaps.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. But I think there's less. I think this one's a bit more predictable in who's going to win. Like I think Charlotte will win, right?
Well, You're putting it out there now. Yeah, I do think Charlotte's going to like it is inevitable.
I mean, the promo package that she had.
Unless someone else comes out and there's something that comes off the back of that, but you don't know.
You know, but I don't know. I think
There's options there. Like, I don't think there's any. We can rule anything out.
you can't have anybody
Just
else.
because she's announced her entrant doesn't mean that she's going to win it.
You can't have anybody else win that Rumble other than Charlotte, man.
Depends who comes back.
I don't want to
Depends
see
who turns up, or depends who comes back.
I'm not interested in like Bailey winning it again. I'm not
think
interested in Nia Jax winning it.
I think it may have been a swerve before, but obviously we talked about Alexa Bliss. We got Oscar's coming back as well, right?
Oscar. Yes.
What if there was two? What if there was two big names that were due to come back, and they decided that we was going to say, right, we'll publicly announce that someone's coming back, but we won't publicly announce the other person's coming back.
They're keeping one.
That in your head.
Yeah, they're keeping one behind
never
closed
know.
doors. Yeah, you never know what they're going to do. We will
Becky.
never know.
The man.
Oh yeah, Becky Lynch. Forgot about her.
Yeah.
You had a take that you were saving for when we recorded the when we were playing the game for the
Yeah.
picks. You let
I let one
take that you were
slip.
keeping.
Well, it doesn't matter. It is what it is.
I actually watched a video on her the other day, so I think
Jordan
she's gonna
Grace.
shop. Yeah.
Jordan
She's
Grace.
signed with the WWE, hasn't she? She's Rumble bound.
So you think she'll be like a surprise entrance?
100%.
Well, I wouldn't say it's a surprise now. I think the news is out there that she's signed.
Yeah.
So it's just a case of she'll be at the Rumble, and it will just be very good to see her in a spot with Charlotte.
Because between her,
She will be
showing
there.
up-
She'll be in top 4.
Between
Yeah.
her showing up at the previous Rumble when she was in, she's done some spots in TNA, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's done some spots in TNA.
She even defended the TNA title over there. as well.
Yes.
That's correct.
Yes.
And she also had a match for the women's NXT.
Yeah.
I think they've announced that partnership now, haven't
Yeah.
they? Between WWE and TNA.
WWE, TNA.
So it's more likely.
Very, very great partnership. Obviously, TNA previously been with AEW or had some things going on with AEW stars, and now the roles have reversed. It's really exciting to see WWE willing to work with other promotions in more of a scale now. It's good that we're seeing. Are we going to see anyone from TNA turn up at the Rumble?
Probably.
I don't know who there is.
Like,
kind of on
look,
the
we
side.
need to round this all back to. We need to start picking. We need to know the criteria of picking.
Picking
We're
what?
going to pick our numbers.
Well, it's fine.
Everything. We need to do this
JD,
We're gonna get there.
don't
because we're
you
giving
worry,
so
my
much
friend.
away now.
No, don't you worry, man.
Don't
Mate,
get
numbers
so
much
ahead of
away.
yourself.
Numbers is just luck. It's just luck. Obviously, there's
And names. We're not just picking numbers. There's
Let's
criteria.
pick one name.
I think. Well, this is all part of the strategy. I'm listening to what
Okay.
you boys have got to say. You listen to what I've got to say. You just take my fountain of wisdom and knowledge, and then you apply it however you'd like.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Got ya.
But don't you worry, mate. Regardless of what you pick, there's only one winner. So that's fine.
The man who came second.
But yeah, seriously, on the Jordan Grace thing, I watched a really interesting video on her and just how she's kind of been the workhorse for women.
She's
the
just
women's spot on
like
TNA,
she's
outgrown the brand
fuck.
as well. From what
Excuse
I
my
understand.
language, but she's hench.
Is
Yeah.
she?
She's got a
Is
great look. She looks like a legitimate threat. She is a talented wrestler. Yeah,
and she's only 28.
yeah. She's going to be a future star for WWE.
The size of them.
100%.
She reminds me of like a
Have you seen
China.
when she runs the ropes? She's quick.
Yeah.
She's quick and she's massive.
She reminds me of like a Beth Phoenix or a.
Beth Phoenix is a good comparison.
Yeah.
She used to be thick back in the day, and then basically she got on. Well,
got on the juice.
allegedly.
Can't
sorry.
mention that, can we?
No. We just have to say it's alleged.
It's alleged. It's all alleged. Everything is speculation.
Yeah, but
she's pretty wedge.
in these times as well. She basically got
Pretty fucking wedge. Sorry.
yeah. She used to be thick, and then she basically got pretty.
She worked out really hard.
chiseled. Yeah,
Massively hard.
and
Great
yeah,
diet plan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Chicken, rice, broccoli.
That's it, mate. Yeah, but she's big girl. Maybe her and what's her name can have a little face off in the Rumble. Our friend
Cargill.
Jade, Jade Cargill.
Oh yeah.
That'd be a good little moment, wouldn't it? That's what the Rumble's good at, man. They just create little moments, little pockets of moments in all the matches, just to kind of give you a hype for what's maybe to come.
It's another story they're going to tell, and there's going to be a plethora of stories
Yeah, I
coming
love
off of
the
this.
Rumble, man. I love the Rumble. It's so good. And then, what did you think about your man, Fatu? What he did to Braun Strowman?
Oh, mate.
That was the
Absolute
highlight.
annihilation.
Wow.
Other than the spear spot for
Wow.
for Sheamus and Braun, Prawn breakout.
Jesus, yeah. Sorry, I didn't even touch on that. Well reminded. That spear was insane outside. Are you talking about outside the ring? That spot?
Yeah.
What?
In the air, caught him.
Mate. And he came at pace. You think Sheamus maybe said to him before, he was like, listen, before we go out there, I want you to come and run at me at 20,
just go through.
Yeah,
25 miles an hour, and I want you
me.
to spear the shit out of me outside.
It looked like he buggered his leg a little bit when I saw it.
Buggered something, man. It would have buggered it. Mate, that was serious.
But that was
spot.
the best spot. But other than that, the storytelling for Fatu, epic.
You know his promo that he did for it. You know, that's just throwback to his MLW promo he had. So he had a promo. He was promoing Bronson Reed in the Indies.
Right.
That's when Bronson got released from WWE a few years ago, and he went on the Indie as Jonah.
Right.
And so that promo is basically a repeat of that.
It's a callback.
It's a callback. It's a nice little callback. 'Cause that is one of his best promos, and the fact that he got to do it on WWE TV is great for him.
Yeah. Like the way he just threw all the referees out of the ring.
Yeah,
He started going
that's
in on
fine
refs,
after fine after fine, right?
throwing
That's
them
what they
around,
used to do.
mate. You snap, but yeah, mate. He got booked to the moon, man. He got booked to the moon there. He destroyed Strowman, bloodied him everywhere. Like, how many times did he run at him in the corner?
Loads.
Oh, I don't know about the corner, but the
At pace.
moonsault, he hit 3 moonsaults, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's insane. I wonder what's next for him. I wonder if he'll even be in the Rumble.
The blood pack as well.
Yeah,
He'll be in the Rumble.
Yeah, we'll see.
That was good.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, man.
What was I gonna say?
What was you going to say?
Yeah, I had something on the edge of my mind on the end of that, but it's fine.
Well, you were saying last week you wanted Fatu in the Rumble, but you were thinking maybe a top 8 would be good for him.
Yeah, 100%.
Hopefully he's in it.
There's a lot of people that are going to end up in the top 8 that we can pick from. There's
that's what I mean.
many people.
I think it's going to be between him and one other person. Oh, sorry, I'm keeping.
Yes, well, we'll come back round to it at the end. Why don't we talk some UFC? Because there's a fight night coming up this weekend, isn't there?
Yeah, so we're double parked.
And then we'll loop it back round.
Double parked.
We're not technically double parked.
No. We're double parked in the fact that they're just on the same day. So 5 p.m. UK start for UFC Fight Night in Saudi Arabia, and then we have obviously the 11 p.m. start for the Royal Rumble.
Yes.
So we do have a bit of space, but it's a long old day.
It's a long old day. But you know what? Thanks to WWE for giving us the Rumble at 11, because normally it's at 1.
Yeah.
So I don't mind that. That's an easier watch. And thanks to UFC for giving us this at 5. Thanks to the Saudis.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they always give us
Mm.
the good assist, man.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I don't have to break down the whole thing, but obviously we're seeing the return of Sergey Pavlovich, Rosenstrike, good heavyweight bout.
The Bullet.
to get some names in it.
Starting
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I know you like
we're
that.
recapping that, man.
I know you.
Oh my god.
We got a fan of Shara Bullet over here.
I'm a fan of Michael Page.
So you've
as
been a
well,
fan of hers for fucking ages.
Oh, okay.
His, sorry, for ages. Sorry.
Yeah.
You mentioned him on a few episodes.
Yeah.
Since we've
Big
been.
boy.
Yeah, him versus MVP, which MVP was called when he called for that fight. We said that was going to be an epic fight, and the fact that they've made it.
Well, it was all speculation, wasn't it? And I dropped a little something in the chat. I think around the time where I first heard about it, this might be a
banger,
confirmed fight, and here it is.
banger.
MVP
He's a favourite as well.
Of course he is.
Of course he is.
MVP got banged in his last fight.
Nah, I don't know about it this time.
Mate, Shara's insane, man.
No, I don't know. MVP, he likes to make things entertaining, but I think Shara and MVP, they're like a match made for this fight.
Yeah.
I think this is probably potential of performance of the night, maybe.
Oh, but there's always a something of the night when Michael Page.
Depending on how Izzy
fights,
looks, I think this this might be performance of the night, and the main might be fight of the night.
Yeah.
So I think that's the way it's going to go.
But Michael Page did get banged in his last fight, though. Like,
No, he
Machado Gary
lost.
beat him in June.
He lost, yeah, but
And like convincingly beat him.
There wasn't a convincing win.
it was
I thought it was.
it was wrestling, wasn't it? It was a lot more wrestling.
Yeah. He took him to
Yeah.
the ground. He showed his. Michael Page likes to be on his feet, doesn't he?
Yeah, but Shara's going to honor that. Shara's more of a, even though he is.
I remember us watching Shara was spinning back elbows, mate.
Yeah, exactly. But that's
That was his
striking.
last fight.
Gonna bang him.
Have you seen a highlight reel of MVP?
Yeah, J Dog showed me actually an MVP highlight reel of him. His style is insane.
The jumping knee.
The jumping knee.
The jumping knee to indent your skull. Have you actually seen the picture? Oh my god! Whenever I see that picture come up, is absolutely horrific.
Well, let's see if he can outlast Shara. I don't know, mate.
That's a tough fight for Shara, man.
I think
It's
so.
a tough fight for Michael Page, man. You don't want to underestimate the bullet, man.
I will never.
All it takes is
underestimate
one
him.
bullet, man. All it takes is one or two.
Yeah.
I enjoy watching him fight, though. I'm not saying that I don't enjoy watching him, but I'm just not convinced he's going to be able to beat Magomedov.
We'll see.
We shall.
And then we got Izzy fighting Nasruddin Imamov.
Izzy.
This is Izzy's first non-title fight in 6 years.
I know. It's weird seeing him on a fight night card, if I'm honest with you.
I know, right?
I'm used to seeing him on a pay-per-view.
He does the duty, man.
No,
And
no.
the thing
Duty
is,
for the UFC,
like,
man.
yeah, even though people have been shitting on Izzy for like the last year or two or whatever, like he's still a top contender.
No,
He's still one of the best in the division. You know, he's been fighting title fights, like you say, for the last 6 years, and on top of that, he's been fighting at least 3 times a year, except bar last year.
But he's still been banged by Strickland, Duplessis, and Pereira in his last.
He was winning the whole
three
fight with
fights.
Strickland until he tried to be a bit showy.
He's been beaten 3 times in a row.
Yeah, no, but what he tried to do, he tried to get a thing from. No, it's not even 3 times in a row.
Yes, he has. He's lost to Pereira. He's lost to Strickland, and he's lost to Duplessis.
His last fight against Pereira, he didn't lose.
Yeah, he beat Pereira.
Fact check. Fact check.
Yeah,
it
because
is fact.
he lost it. He lost it to Strickland
That's
afterwards.
just title to Strickland. Yeah,
He lost to.
he got the title
He's
back.
the only person to beat Pereira.
You are correct. I stand corrected.
Yeah,
It's all good, man.
Sean Strickland banged him there.
yeah.
He's
I
a bit.
think
Oh
he
no!
got lucky.
He didn't bang him.
You,
He just outpushed.
you openly said that
you.
you think Izzy had a bit of a. Like he made a stupid mistake against Alex.
No. Again, he made a stupid mistake against Duplessis.
Against Duplessis.
He was winning that fight, and then 4th round, he decides to do he tried to do the Max Holloway, let's stand here, and then tripped over his own foot, and then he got put on pressure on the cage, and then, a minute later, he was.
So realistically, if
Got a lot.
Izzy beats Imamov here and Duplessis gets through Strickland at 3-1-3,
it's another fight. Yeah.
probably a rematch then.
Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah, Izzy will get another shot. So he's not out of it yet, but he needs to win this.
I still think that if he hasn't found the key to beating Strickland, that still will be a problem for him.
Yeah.
Because Strickland has that annoying style. Like, it's just kind of
Yeah.
just the guy who's just prodding you.
Yeah,
Prod. That's pretty much his
constantly applying pressure. Don't get me wrong, I do like. I enjoy watching Izzy, so I'm not shitting on him completely. But I just
Skill wise,
I want to see him win.
I think skill wise, Izzy is still
Elite.
probably one of the best there in terms of like pound for pound skill wise within his division.
Agreed.
But yeah, I think that he's not a perfect fighter, obviously.
No.
These guys have sort of exposed some of these things about him. But I'll be looking forward to this fight. Obviously, Imamov has fought Strickland before.
Yes.
When I think when there was a weight issue, I think. And then
But they didn't make weight.
Yeah, they fought at light heavyweight for some reason.
Oh.
And Imamov and Strickland went. He lost. He lost to Strickland.
Oh.
So
Interesting.
I mean, he's won his last 3.
yeah,
Imamov, he beat Allen. Who don't know who that is? Felice, Curtis. Oh yeah, this was it. Yeah, back in January, back in 2023, you're talking about.
yeah,
Yeah, he's beat Buckley as well.
yeah. So
oh wow, he's beaten some big names to be fair.
Imamov is he's been chipping away, especially
Yeah.
since he lost to Strickland. He's chipped his way back into that contention because I think when he was fighting Strickland, everyone was just like, oh, like who's this guy like fighting Strickland? And then I think since then he's probably had a bit of a chip on his shoulder and he's just been like working his way
grinding
back
up.
in.
Second against 5th.
Yeah, he's 5th in the division. So
Yeah,
with
Big
a
chance for
win
him as
with a
well.
win over Izzy,
yeah. Okay,
It's not a
propel him up.
huge. It's not a huge odds difference, really. If you look at that, like compared to some that might be on there.
and even if he does beat Izzy as well, that would be good for him to have that rematch with Strickland at their proper weight class.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good fight card for a fight night, to be fair. I know it's in Saudi, so they'll probably pay a little bit more to get it, but it's good.
A lot of people are saying that this is better than, what is it, 312 that's next?
Probably, yeah, well, free to.
People are putting 312 actually follows this.
So what's headlining 312?
Let's go.
Because 313 is.
Duplessis and Strickland.
Duplessis and Strickland is next.
And then Pereira's 313.
Whaley Zhang.
Whaley and Tatiana
Yes,
Suarez, Justin
yes.
Tuffer, and Taliesin Teixeira.
I'm looking forward to Duplessis, man.
I don't know. This
fight of the year.
I think as a whole, the card they say is, you know, this Saudi card is better than 312.
Yeah.
I don't know. Two title fights. When is 3-1 to February the 9th?
But I think a lot of people found this the Duplessis Strickland fight the last time a little bit anticlimactic.
Yeah, but that's because Duplessis won barely.
I
still thought Sean should have won. Should have retained.
I like fights when they're quite close most of the time, but I don't know. I think both of their styles together is a bit awkward because like Strickland has a weird style,
Very weird.
Duplessis has an even weirder style.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the two of them together just makes for a very odd fight. To be honest, I'd rather see Wadey versus Suarez than that fight. But
Yeah. Agreed.
I heard something about Duplessis the other week or the other day. I can't remember. If the quote comes back to me, I'll bring it back up. But it slipped my mind. It was there and then it went.
a Strickland quote.
No, it was a Duplessis. Who's like they were commenting about him. It was an agreement of like Duplessis is like the shittest best fighter or something like that.
There we go.
last week. Yeah,
He's the best shit fighter.
Yeah,
It's because
the best
his
shit
style
fighter,
was
yeah.
so weird.
Did you put it out on
He's
the
not
group?
traditional.
No, I think we spoke about it last week.
Oh, did we speak about it last week?
Yeah,
I
think
brought it
so.
up.
Oh God!
But I didn't drop the
Memory.
I didn't drop the video.
You've got to listen, J-Dog.
Yeah, I should
Listen to what AJ says when he's speaking.
I need to listen back every day so I remember what happened the previous week.
Boost our views by listening.
I know we bang on about McGregor a lot, but did you see Logan Paul rip up that kid's sign on Raw? On the way down the aisle, he was holding a Conor McGregor sign or a sign supporting Conor McGregor. Logan Paul just stopped and ripped it up in front of him.
Did you see the video? Obviously, when they were going to
The
hair
inauguration.
pieces inauguration.
No,
They-
the hairpiece.
Yeah.
They were in the back of
Talking about Trump,
in the back
right?
of a bus with Jake Paul's mum, Conor McGregor, Jake and Logan.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were in the same bus together. They sat with
They were
each
all
other.
going to the inauguration. Connor was
Together.
sitting on the back row with Jake Paul and Logan Paul's mum, and they were sitting in the row in front of him, and they all had a picture together. And then afterwards, when they got out, he was like saying something. He was like, "Yeah, I'd smash you guys. I'd smash you guys. You know that." And then
I mean, that's just
they were just sort of a bit like, whatever.
come on,
Sort of.
kayfabe, man, kayfabe. Especially in that business, man, you can't be doing that.
It was one of those.
It's all out there, man.
It was one of those things where they were acting very chummy when they were on the bus.
Yeah.
But you could tell that Connor, I don't know if Connor was getting a bit amped up afterwards when they were getting fake, but like his tonality seemed a little bit different.
Yeah,
Did you see it?
Yeah.
It would though, naturally.
So
Logan Paul cooked him, boy.
he was actually saying as well, he was like, oh, because he's having the fight with KSI, right?
Yes.
Potentially having the fight with
Potentially,
KSI in
yeah.
India.
Well, I think that's going to replace McGregor, isn't it? It was going to be Logan Paul against. No. It was going to be McGregor against Paul, but now they're going to do McGregor against KSI.
Yeah, and he was basically saying like, I think he was basically breaking kayfabe. He was like, "Oh, you weren't giving it, you weren't selling it," sort of thing. And then the video sort of cuts not long after that. So I think he wanted that fight in terms of money, but
I'm losing interest in all of these exhibition fights, man. Like ever since Jake Paul and Tyson, for me.
even before then,
Even before then, it was. I'll tune in just to be a little bit interested. Maybe they'll do something a bit different with it. Maybe they'll do a bit like WWE with it, make it a bit more of a show. But
there's too much theatrics. To be fair, I think in like in a boxing, even though it's supposed to be a boxing exhibitionist, like people want to see people actually fighting.
yeah, I want to see talent.
Yeah.
I want to see talent. You know, I mean, leave the showboats to it, man. But obviously, they draw money and they sell tickets, so they're going to keep doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, is what it is.
And then it's Paul versus Paul as well, which is also
Yeah.
I saw that they were talking about doing that at the end of March, weren't they?
Feels like trolling, man.
apparently they said that they're going to get 100 mil off of this.
That's madness. They will do it as well. There's no denying those boys. You know, I mean, they're some of the biggest draws in the world right now. The Paul brothers,
Yeah.
just from being dick. Speaking of social media, you see your boy Cenat was on Raw.
Yeah.
He's going to be at the Rumble.
He's going to be at the Rumble. Yeah,
Who is this? So just explain this to
and
me.
Speed is also going to be there.
So who is Speed?
I show Speed.
I show Speed. So he's
You guys look at me like I'm.
he's America's prime ambassador.
He's another. He's
But
another.
he's also another
Right.
streamer. So him and Kai Cenat sort of came together around at the same time.
So Triple
quite
H has
recently.
invited this Speed dude
Yeah.
to stream the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
he's invited Kai Cenat
And
to the
now
Royal
he's
Rumble.
invited Kai Cenat, and Kai Cenat called
It
him
puts
out.
eyes on the product, mate.
Right.
It puts
Oh, of course.
eyes everywhere.
I was just wondering like what they're going to do. So if like Speed is streaming the Rumble at the Rumble, but Kai Cenat's going to be at the Rumble,
they're going to be with.
spot?
They're going to see each other.
Right. Okay.
I think they're going to have some sort of face-off or whatever.
So they're interlinked. This Kai Cenat and Speed, like they're interlinked.
Oh,
They're
they've done so many videos together. There was a game that they played on stream called Chained Together.
right.
And what they did is they had Speed up on a balcony in Kai Cenat's house.
Yeah.
And he was attached to a chain of Kai Cenat at the bottom.
Right.
And what they would do when they would fall in the game, because in the game they're chained together.
Oh,
they've got a
yes, I
race to
see the
top.
clip, yeah.
Fucking Kai
They
Cenat
snap.
pulling the chain, and they're pulling the chain at each other and stuff.
Do you know what,
Happy
right?
J
Funny
Dog
as
is,
hell, man. Like, it's entertaining, man. That's why
Oh,
it's so
mate.
funny, man.
Like Kai's kind of cool, but Speed is a bit of a clown. But the thing is, Speed is actually really athletic.
no, he's super athletic.
He's quick.
I show Speed.
Look at this clip.
He'll have to be a high flyer if he's coming in.
And that's Kai in the back.
All right, Speed. You got my attention.
But yeah, Speed is.
Oh wow.
Nobody on this planet who can jump higher.
He think
The
there was
high
a
jump
video.
challenge.
They think it was obviously photoshopped. He done one of these videos where he supposedly jumped over a moving car,
Right.
done all that sort of
Oh,
stuff.
he jumped over Lambo's. He jumped.
He also had a race against Noah. You know the guy who won the 200?
Yes, I do know Noah. Yeah.
Because I know you're into athletics. Yeah, he won the 200. He had a
I
race.
can't remember his surname, but Noah Lyles.
Noah Lyles. That's
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
yeah.
2024. Well, fair play. And how did he get on?
Well, Noah
Noah
Lyles.
whooped him.
Noah Lyles wasn't actually going flat out, but
He wasn't trying.
But yeah, Speed thinks that he was close.
Well, let's see. Maybe Speed will come in number one in the Rumble and win the whole thing. That's my vote.
No, it's not.
Do you
No,
know
it's
what?
not.
If he actually had a spot in the Rumble, that would be fucking hilarious.
He's had a spot before.
Yeah.
No,
Well, KSI had a spot, didn't he?
yeah, and so did Speed. Speed had a spot against
He had
Randy.
a spot.
These guys
An
are just.
RKO from Randy. Yeah.
Oh yes.
No,
yeah.
you said, man. The eyeballs they get on the product is just it's another level.
Yeah.
isn't it?
Did you not see all the kids coming up to Kai?
I saw. That's what I mean. Obviously, now I know Kai Cenat. You guys have explained it to me before, but this Speed, I'd never knew who Speed was.
Yeah. Speed's kind of like the same, but he's a bit
Speed's
more
the guy,
he's a bit
man.
more of a clown.
I'm way out. I'm way out. of it, man.
He's funny.
Right. Should we do our picks?
Let's do our picks.
Cool. All right.
AJ, organise us.
Are we officially outroing the pod, or are we making this part of this episode?
I
Right
think we just
No,
make it all part of it,
make
man.
it part of the pod, man. Let's do
Okay.
it. Let's
Yeah,
keep it going.
100%. So we're going to do these picks live.
All right. Okay. Well, I guess I can
It
write
won't be
them-
live by the time you show
I
it.
can
but
write
it'll
them
be
down
up.
afterwards because we're going to be saying them on the mic. But
Yes.
I guess we could. I'll make a list here. So
I'm gonna make a list.
Make a list. Check it twice.
Okay.
So,
I get the first.
1 to 30. Obviously, you're getting the first pick because you beat us in the triple threat. You cheated. I then get the second pick because I whipped J-Dog's butt in a singles match, and J-Dog's a loser, so he goes third. And then we go around again. The numbers are between 1 and 30, and then you're then going to give us an opportunity to select one person who we think is actually going to win the entire thing. Correct? And was there anything else?
We'll also go for most eliminations.
Fine. Most eliminations. Okay, cool.
As a name as well.
Are we
So
not
that's a
going to
named
do?
pick.
Fine.
Are we not going to do potential surprise?
And a surprise entry?
And a
Thank you
surprise
very
entrant.
much. That's
Okay.
what I was waiting for.
Okay.
So let me just list that now. Surprise entrant.
There's a lot to pick here. But strategically, I think I know what I'm going to
Most
do.
eliminations. And what was the other one? You have to say it for me again.
The winner.
Yeah.
So, and these are going to obviously be not who we select, but these numbers will then roll over to the women's as well.
Yes. Numbers will remain the same.
Fine.
So just as a basic standard thing, I'm obviously going to go for number 30.
Okay.
Adam.
Okay,
27.
30. Hold on. Oh, you're writing them down. That's
Yeah,
fine.
I've got it.
How do you know who's?
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay, right. I want to say 25 for 2025.
I'm going to go with 28.
Number 1.
You go with number 1.
29.
Not high 20s and 30s. That's mad. Right, go on.
I'm going to go with number 3.
Okay. I'm going to go with number 2.
JD?
26.
26. Okay, cool. I'm going 25.
I'm taking little numbers.
27. I've only got 27. 24.
24.
Oh, we got 20, we got them all. We got them all up. 22. That's it. No, I'm going to stop taking the piss now. That's a good little margin covered.
I am going to go with number 20.
Flipping it. All the 20s are gone now, basically. 21.
15.
Oh, that was actually going to be my next number as well. I'll go with 16 then.
Okay, I'll go with number 3.
No.
3's already been taken. You've already got
Number 4.
Yep.
I'm going to go with number 17.
17.
I'm taking that. I'm smashing that half out, man.
Mine is number 19 as well.
Fuck.
I'll take 18.
18.
I'm going to take number 9.
9. I'm going to take number 11.
Okay, has number 19 been yet?
Yes.
Number 13?
No.
Okay, I love lucky number 13.
That's my number.
Yep.
I want to pick number 10.
10. I'm going to go with number 12.
Okay, I will go with number 5.
5.
14.
14.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is our last pick for all of these. So the numbers we have left, I'm going to go with number 8.
Okay, has there been... We've had 27, 28, number 1. Number 3, 24.
There's 7 and 5 left.
No, 5's there.
7 and 6 left. 7 and 6.
I'll have 7.
There we go then. 6 isn't that bad, actually, to be fair. That's not bad.
sorry.
That's not bad. To be fair, my strategy wasn't that bad, considering I came third.
That's not
I'm
bad.
just trying to take them numbers,
That's
man.
not bad.
Right, now we've done the numbers.
So you're gonna pick your men's and your women's surprise entrant now.
Now we've done the numbers. Let's just quickly see if you can get something right.
Let's do winner pick. Right.
So what is the most popular number to have won out of all the Royal Rumbles?
27.
It's 27 or 28.
No. It's number 30.
Really?
5 winners.
That's changed recently then.
It has. What's second with 4 wins?
It'll be 20
Three numbers have got 4 wins.
It'll be 27.
27 is one of them.
And 28.
28 is one of them.
Yeah, that's why I thought those ones.
And number 1. Who's
yes.
got 1, 27 and 28?
Shawn Michaels.
No, as in who?
Oh, I've got
2 of them.
28.
I've got 1 and 27.
I've got 30.
30 is the most popular one. So AJ, you statistically you have the best chance of winning here if we go by the numbers.
Yeah.
That's what the number 1 pick gets you.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's too predictable for this Rumble, though. So
Yeah.
hopefully my unorthodox approach of
We
getting all the
literally
high
had
numbers.
Jada's right in the back of this Rumble.
last year was a number 30 and a number 2, right?
You did the same thing last year, actually. You did exactly the same thing. He just had literally 24 to 29. He had the back of the Rumble. I remember it. We were sat there like all of our guys are going to be out. And Jada just had every single number at the back of the Rumble.
You should have kept your eyes open, man.
Oh, no. Look, he's done it again. Look, 22, 26, 25, 29.
Look,
15,
those
17, 14.
those numbers should have all been picked within the first 4 picks.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
And I've got a good 5.
I'm happy with my selection.
No, that's good.
I'm going to put them in order. But whilst we're talking, Are we
doing women's or men's first?
women's, I'm going with Charlotte.
Oh, you were doing a winner of the picks. Okay.
Yeah.
So but can we have the same pick?
No.
What?
No.
Adam, you're next.
Jay Cargill.
Oh, that's actually my second choice.
That's all I can really go for. I think you're going to win it with Charlotte, though.
Becky Lynch.
Oh! Forgot about her.
That's a good choice. Who do you think is going to win the men's? Oh fuck! This is where it gets difficult.
This could be anybody, man.
Right now, the way things are looking, I am going to go with the man that is CM Punk.
CM Punk.
Fuck!
Right, hang on. Reasoning why?
He's heavily
Are
promoted.
you talking after the promo on Raw that just happened?
I think the mixture of the promo.
Yeah.
I think also the fact of him sitting on the sidelines being injured from back when he had the tricep tear.
Yes.
The match with Drew McIntyre, how that's been going, and the storytelling with that.
Yeah.
The storytelling also going with the bloodline.
Yes.
Roman. It just makes sense.
He's got a lot on his plate.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre pointed him out on Raw.
No, 100%.
That was good, wasn't it? He was up to Paul Heyman. He was like, "Tell your client I'm coming for him," and I ain't talking about Reigns.
Yeah,
I'm talking about Punk. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was good.
But you're right, though. I mean, I think out of everybody, he's probably the one he's been talking about main event in WrestleMania the most, isn't he?
To be fair, we've all got options here, so this is a bit of a stab in the dark. But I think the way things are right now,
you took the pick right out. No, you both taken my first and second pick.
Well, I'm gonna go wild card and say Logan Paul because I've been bigging him up.
You have to be fair.
I'm bigging him up. Logan Paul is going to win the Royal Rumble.
Fair play.
Come on, Logan. You got this. And also, did you see his promo on Raw? Obviously, when he came out, Gunther.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Logan Paul to win it, Gunther versus Paul at Mania.
Yeah, well, I predicted before we did all this. I think I said John Cena, didn't I?
You did.
I'm not going to pick John Cena. I'm going to pick Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns.
You had to think about that.
It's going to be Reigns.
Who was in your head? Was it Cena and Reigns, or were you just like?
It was Cena and Reigns.
Right,
it was Cena and Reigns. I was teetering.
You said Drew McIntyre a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
I don't see that happening. He's got no momentum. He's going to make a difference.
He's got no momentum, but perhaps this could be what he needs.
Yeah, he's a weird one. He's a big name, but he doesn't have any momentum. I saw a stat the other day that
he beat Sami Zayn.
He was in the top 3 of the people who had the most losses last year.
Yeah. Well, he's doing his bit, man. He's the heel. So
yeah, I understand. He has to sell.
When he turns, he'll win again.
I understand he has to sell, but it is what it is. Okay, so we'll go with most eliminations. Again, I guess you could draw with this.
We're doing
so.
women's
Well, we're gonna go women's first. I'm going with Jade Cargill.
Okay, I'll go with. Let's go with one of the Japanese lot. Did you say Asuka's due to come back?
Yes.
Go with Asuka for me for the most eliminations.
ASUKA. Nia Jax. Thank you.
Actually, no. Can I change my pick?
No.
Please?
No, I've already said mine.
Not if it's Nia Jax.
It's not Nia Jax.
All right. Fine.
Sorry.
Yeah, you get... This will be your last...
Sonya Deville.
Okay. For most eliminations?
For most eliminations, yeah.
Okay, all right. Most eliminations on this one, I am torn.
Oh, for men's?
Yeah, for men's.
Okay, yeah.
Because I think...
This could be a wild pick here. Because you got to make sure he's in. I know who you're thinking, but you got to make sure he's actually going to be in it.
Do you know what? I don't necessarily think he's going to be in it. But if he is in it, he's probably going to be the one.
Of course.
So my second one is Bron Breakker.
Oh, you've played it safe.
Because those are my two choices.
Yeah. Your other choice is going to be Jacob Fatu, right?
I'm not saying anything. If you want to choose him, you could choose him.
But he hasn't declared himself. But would he declare himself? Where's Solo Sikoa? Do you think he'll be in the Rumble?
Not sure. I'm not sure.
This is tough, man. This is tough. But I also think one of the bigger mainstream stars will get some good... I'm going to go John Cena.
Oh.
I think Cena will get the most...
That's not bad.
I think Cena will get the most eliminations.
That is not bad at all. JD, who are you going with?
Go on.
Who's going to be the workhorse? or the beast who's going to just...
Whether he's in it or not, I'm just going to throw it out there. Whether it's a dead one or not, Jacob.
You're going Jacob.
Yeah, I'll go Jacob. Yeah, I still think he'll be there.
If he is in it, then he will get the most.
It would be a shame not to include more of the bloodline in the
100%.
There's going to be a Tamatonga's going to be in there as well.
100%.
Not much of a surprise.
Right, surprise entrant. Go on then, AJ.
So I'm not doing it because you mentioned her.
Go on.
It's literally just because I saw the video. So I'm going to go with Jordan Grace.
Okay. Not much of a surprise now, but you'll take that.
She's not. Yeah, I guess she's not kind of officially in, and she's not being officially like. There's not.
No, but but that's an easy win for you.
Okay.
That's an easy win.
This is one for that all of us could actually.
That's the winner of the match advantage.
All six of us could get this right. So this just counts as a point.
Becky Lynch.
Fucking hell! I've already put Becky Lynch as the winner.
Yeah, I know, but you didn't choose original. That's fine.
Okay.
AJ Lee, thank you.
AJ Lee.
That's a good one.
That's it. That is a good one, to
That
be
is a
fair.
very good one.
There's been murmurs about that, hasn't there?
Yeah.
All the female stars
For
been
years.
tagging her in tweets and stuff like that as well.
Are there no like female like social media stars out there?
Loads.
Yes, I can't remember
all
who
got
the
loads of
main one
followers.
is.
Because they don't really have a lot of that in the women's division. There's obviously all these
It's probably Becky. No, who's got the most?
Oh, in terms of
I'm just talking
actual superstars.
No. I'm talking about just media, mainstream, social media, female.
Are you talking about like the equivalent of what we're talking about with Speed and Kai Cenat and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, there's probably loads of streamers that are out there that are female, but we just don't hear about them because they're not within our sort of remit of what we tend to watch.
There is a
You know what I
couple
mean?
that I've seen, but I can't remember their names.
I think WWE probably needs a bit of that for the women's division, to be fair.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see.
All right.
They can build a star out of that anyway.
Men's surprise entrance. To be fair, I've already listed off two.
So we're going with people. This is the thing, surprise entrance, because I don't.
It's a
These
subjective.
people
It's
aren't-
subjective.
They're on the roster, so they're not
Yeah.
surprised.
No.
So
These are got people that are either injured and returning or just returning. Like never injured, just returning, sign a new contract, etc.
the thing is, my choice is bold because if this person's going to be in there, then they could have been under my most eliminations. But I'm not 100% that they're going to be in there. It's probably not even 5% that he's not even going to be there.
I know who you're going to say.
I'm going to go with Brock Lesnar.
I knew it.
Brock Lesnar.
It went through my
Wow.
mind. It went through my
Hey,
mind.
yeah, that's the boldest.
I
pick.
would love.
Do you know? I would go absolutely fucking mental if that happens.
A spot with Brock Lesnar versus Jacob Fatu
Oh wow!
in the Rumble.
The werewolf
To
Could
put
you imagine?
against the
that-
beast.
If that doesn't happen this year, it's got to happen next year.
Come on, Brock, come
That
back,
was a great
please.
time.
My brain is literally melting at the thought of
Just
that.
please come back, just for that, man.
Lesnar versus Fatu.
that would be insane, mate. That's a WrestleMania worthy main event.
It should be the moonsault versus the shooting star press.
Nah, Brock will
My
confess
God.
himself.
As long as he doesn't land on his neck. So who are you going with?
Well, I'll go with AJ Styles.
AJ Styles.
Okay.
Yeah.
That he has been touted to come back, but okay, that's fine. That's fine. Who to pick? I've got the. If you say his name, and he appears,
No, sing it, J-Dog, sing it.
I'm not singing it.
Oh, come on.
But Joe Hendry
sing it.
is my pick for surprise, and I've gone with people that aren't even on the roster.
Joe Henry.
There we go.
Well done, J-Dog.
I've kept it. I've kept it.
Styles,
I kept it like this last year. I think I
You
didn't
did?
think I did a men's surprise. I didn't get the surprise entrance last year.
No,
for
you
the
didn't.
men's, but I did for Naomi because she wasn't signed.
Yeah.
I got her.
That's a very good. That's some very good picking there, boys. I think we've done pretty well there.
Yeah.
That's 2 years
I
of
like this.
very good.
So just going back to a couple of weeks ago when we said that I could have my overriding, just give it to me.
Put it in there.
If
Only if he comes in at 31.
right, if he
Only
comes in at
31.
number 31 and he wins, then I win the whole thing.
Weirdly enough, I have heard.
No, you didn't
I've
pick him as
heard
your-
a snippet, a murmur of that potentially maybe happening, just very circular. But
What's the
there's
source?
so many avenues that people can go down.
Oh no, I know.
Like the fantasy booking for the Rumble is unreal.
That's why it is the best match of the year.
It does not. It sometimes I feel like the expectation and the fantasy booking that people do.
Yeah,
they blow it out so much that it reaches such a large audience. Like if you look at the bigger wrestling streamers, they're putting out all of this stuff. Hundreds of thousands of people are watching it.
Yeah,
perhaps over 1 million per video, and they're saying stuff like that. It just sort of it doesn't. It gets an expectation in your head, and you're like, "Oh, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? What are they going to do?"
It gets a bit too overhyped,
and it's like it's always going to. No one is always going to be completely happy with it. You're
I know
not
what you
have
mean.
Everyone happy.
I know what you mean. You're never going to please everybody. I mean, you're definitely not going to please everybody if Logan Paul wins the Royal Rumble, which I think he will. But
that is pure heat.
I'm going to say The Rock entering 31 because he is the final boss and he can do what he wants, and he will come in and eliminate Roman Reigns. I don't know if he'll win it, but I reckon he'll have a spot. I mean, that's my wild card.
I would love to see a spot with him and John Cena.
Yeah,
I'd love to see a spot with him and Roman.
Yes.
I want to see a spot with him and Punk.
All of them.
I want to see that.
It'll be insane.
That's three people.
Be insane. They'll be very brave. But the other part of my brain is also thinking this is just such a star-studded Rumble. Do they actually need him? I think that's the direction they're going in. Are they going to allow The Rock to take the space of actually people they've already got?
Which is where you say which is quite good, because if he comes in at 31, he's not taking anyone's spot.
No, but he'll be taking a WrestleMania match from someone. So would he...
That's if he wins.
Does he need to be on the card? Do they need him? Maybe they don't. Maybe he's just going to make an appearance but not actually have a match or something like that. Yeah. I don't know. But I still think the whole thing's a swerve. It just goes back to me. It just goes back to that bad blood appearance for me. Why have him turn up in that moment of that pay-per-view back in October and do what he did unless they were planning on using him? That was 4 months ago. I just can't get that out of my head.
Yeah.
So okay. We'll see. But yeah, good picks.
I am
great picks.
recompiling the list just so that I can give everyone just
Make sure you give Adam 31 and put an asterisk by it.
He doesn't get,
He gets no. I'm happy to agree with that.
Thank you.
He gets 31. Put it down right
now. So just as a recap for everybody, I will go through mine, yours, and then everybody else's. So we've got surprise entrant Jordan Grace for the women's, Brock Lesnar for the men's. I've got most eliminations as Jade Cargill, Braun Breaker.
Bold.
My winner pick is Charlotte Flair and CM Punk.
Yeah.
I've got numbers 30, 28, 25, 20, 19, 16, 12, 11, 8, and 3. Adam has surprise entrant as Becky Lynch and AJ Styles. Most eliminations Sonya Deville and John Cena. Winning pick, Jade Cargill and Logan Paul.
Come on, Logan!
Numbers 27, 24, 21, 18, 13, 7, 5, 4, 2, 1.
Great numbers.
JD, the man who had the last pick, but definitely made some good bold picks.
I won the Stone Cold that's sitting on the table, which has never been in my possession.
You won that last year. So don't count this man out. But
it's technically a third of mine now.
Effectively, you're entering the number. You're entering the Royal Rumble.
I won it. He stole it. There you go.
There you go.
That's our pick.
That sums us up quite well. Nah, I'm joking. But anyway, your surprise entrance is AJ Lee, Joe Hendry.
Good.
Most eliminations Nia Jax and Jacob Fatu. You've got winners as Becky Lynch and Roman Reigns, which were the cover stars of WWE 2K20.
Good
and
knowledge.
Your numbers are 29, 26, 25, 22, 17, 15, 14, 10, 9, and 6.
Mate,
Good
I'm
numbers.
very stacked over in the second.
Very good numbers.
You don't have anybody in the first 5, and Adam has 4 of the first 5.
I can't wait for number 27 to walk out amongst all of JD's little picks that he's got in the top 25 and just win the whole thing.
22 is going to be the one, I reckon. 22 or 26 are going to be the ones.
So what is the winner going to receive?
I don't know. What are we going to set?
We've got 2 days to decide.
Okay, and what's the loser going to have to do?
Well,
So
we
Adam,
we always do the drinking.
Adam, you're gonna
thing.
have to take some more tequila shots.
Oh no, I'm not touching tequila. I've got Fireball. I'll happily do some Fireball.
We'll get you some Baileys.
Well,
We'll get you some Baileys. You can shot some Baileys. How about that?
Shut your mouth. Oh,
we do normally do the drinking games alongside, but I think there should be like, we brought in Stone Cold for the last one before we started the podcast, so I don't know whether or not if we should do something like that, but I was gonna get a new edition for the table anyway.
all right. Well,
UFC one.
No, it wasn't, but maybe I should look for one.
I think it's time.
we need it for 20. We need it for episode 20. So you got 2 weeks.
Okay,
We need to have a look around and figure out.
We'll decide what the winner and the loser are gonna have to do.
The winner is just the reigning Royal Rumble numbers champion. J-Dog is currently the reigning champ. He is defending his title this weekend.
Maybe we need a belt.
Good luck.
Wait! I was actually just gonna throw one out.
A mini belt.
Well. The one time when they created the belt, the greatest Royal Rumble. That's another belt that we don't see alongside with what was the big
rings.
ugly one that we saw?
The crown
The rings,
jewel.
the crown jewel rings and championship. They're in a glass cabinet in Saudi Arabia somewhere.
There's also a green greatest championship. Do you know who won?
There's a trophy.
Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman.
Well done.
Yeah.
Yep.
The greatest Royal
reigning
Rumble of all time.
defending greatest Royal Rumble champion.
And he's just been bloodied by Jacob Fatu.
That's
the
all
end.
I've got to say about that.
He fell
Titus
for it.
World slide.
He hornswoggled under himself underneath the
But
ring.
don't worry, Triple H is now running creative. We won't have that crap again. Just before we finish up, breaking news. Obviously, Triple H it's been pretty much confirmed he's headlining the Hall of Fame this year.
That is amazing news. Well deserved. Big trips.
Well done, Trips. Paul Levesque.
Well done, Paul.
Absolute game changer.
Absolute freaking G, as far as I'm concerned.
The game changed the game.
The game changed the game. And I've just been so happy watching the product
And
since
it's
he
all
took
about the
over.
game and how he plays it.
That's good news. for him.
He is, mate.
He is the man.
That's great news.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
is the man.
That's very good. Very good, Trips. Well done. So I'll see you boys this weekend for the Rumble.
See you this weekend.
Rumble week. We'll
We've
be
got a
posting
long
up,
Saturday.
posting up all kinds of stuff. Molly's,
Yeah, he's hounding us a bit.
she's handing us the content. We're going to have loads of stuff going up over the course of the week. We'll get our predictions up again so that everybody can see what we've got and what's coming up.
We'll have a video of it.
Yeah, absolutely. But we'll be looking forward to the Rumble. Anything else you boys wanted to add before we sign out?
Yeah, just make a choice of what drink you're going to have to shot when you lose.
Listen, mate, I don't really like your confidence, J-Dog. You need to step down because
I've got the bragging rights
You were
until
confident
Saturday.
last week that you were going to beat me, and I whipped your butt. At SmackDown.
Yeah, but I've got the bragging rights.
You
until
lost
Saturday.
twice.
It's fine.
It's time for me to mess you guys up now at Here Comes the Pain. So,
Yeah, that was my favourite. To be fair, that was on our
do
Instagram.
that
I can remember the controls.
Yeah.
all right, cool.
But follow us on all the socials. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Spotify. From Ad, I'm signing out. See you boys at the
Locking off.
weekend.
See you on the
Royal
weekend.
Rumble weekend. We'll catch you next week.
Hit us with your predictions in response to our video as well. Make sure that you let us know who you think's going to win. Give us your numbers.
Give us your thoughts.
Yeah.
Do what you can.
Logan Paul's going to win the Royal Rumble. Boom!
No, he's not. Goodbye.
Signing out.